Did you know that one of the smartest upgrades you can make to your tiny house costs less than a tank of gas? And it means you never have to pay a sewer bill again? Composting toilets in tiny homes. Most people think you need to drop $1,000 or more on a pre-built unit. But today I'm going to show you exactly how to build a fully functional, odor-free, urine-diverting composting toilet system for under $300 with real materials, real 2026 prices, and zero fluff. And here's the kicker. This system works better than most commercial units costing 3 times as much. We're talking no smell, no plumbing, no septic hookup, and compost you can actually use in your garden. If you're building or living in a tiny house and want real solutions that save money without cutting corners, hit subscribe and the bell right now. We put out honest, no hype content every week for builders just like you. And stick around to the end of this video, because I'm going to walk you through the exact step-by-step build. The one mistake that causes 90% of composting toilet odor problems, and the legal reality in your state you need to know before you build. Let's start with the honest case for doing this yourself. Commercial composting toilets. Nature's Head, Airhead, BioLed. Run anywhere from $800 to $2,000 or more in 2026. They work well, but they're not magic. They use the same basic principles you're about to build with your own hands. Separate the liquids from the solids, keep things dry, add airflow, and let decomposition do the rest. According to EPA WaterSense data, toilets account for roughly 30% of indoor household water use, with a standard flush toilet using between 1.6 and 7 gallons per flush. A composting system uses zero water. Zero. Over time, that adds up to thousands of gallons saved every year. If you're off-grid, that's not just money, that's freedom. So the question isn't really whether a composting toilet is worth it. It's whether you should spend $1,500 on a brand name unit or spend $200 to $260 and build something that does the exact same job. For most tiny house builders watching this, the answer is pretty obvious. Before we build anything, let's understand the system, because this knowledge is what keeps your toilet odor-free. The number one cause of composting toilet smell is wet solids. That's it. Almost every odor problem comes down to liquid mixing with solid waste. When they combine, you get anaerobic decomposition, the kind that creates bad smells and makes composting harder. Separate them, and you solve most of the problem before it starts. This is the gold standard insight in the composting community, and it's the foundation of everything we're building. A properly designed DIY composting toilet has 3 key components. 1. Urine diverter. This is the most important part of the system. It sits at the front of the toilet seat and channels liquid waste into a separate container, while solids fall into a collection bucket at the rear. This separation is what keeps things dry and odor-free. 2. Solids collection bucket. A 5-gallon or larger bucket collects solid waste. After each use, you add a small scoop of cover material, sawdust, peat moss, or coconut coir, which absorbs moisture, adds carbon, and helps the composting process begin. 3. Ventilation. A small fan or passive vent pipe pulls air through the system and out of your tiny house. This airflow keeps things dry and prevents any odor from building up inside. With a proper vent, you should have zero smell indoors, even in a small space. That's the whole system. Liquid out, solids dry, air moving. Simple physics, reliable results. Here's exactly what you need and what it actually costs in 2026. I'm sourcing these from standard US retailers, so you can verify every number. The urine diverter, $35 to $65. This is the one part you should buy rather than try to make yourself. Professional builders consistently say that homemade diverters rarely separate liquid and solids as reliably as a purpose-built unit. Popular options include the Throne composting toilet diverter around $55, the Tobolo insert around $50 to $65, or the Separett Privy at a similar price point. These come with cut templates and fit standard toilet seats. Shop around. Prices vary. Toilet seat, $15 to $25. A standard elongated toilet seat from Home Depot or Lowe's. Make sure it's compatible with the diverter you choose. Most standard elongated seats work. Plywood for the box body, $35 to $55. One 4x8 sheet of 3/4 inch plywood builds the entire enclosure. In 2026, ACX grade plywood averages $35 to $45 at big box retailers. A practical choice that's more budget-friendly than sanded plywood, which typically runs $45 to $55. If you opt for cabinet-grade plywood, budget up to $70 or more. ACX, or a discount outlet sheet, is the smart move here. If you have scrap lumber already, your cost drops to near zero. 5-gallon solids bucket, $8 to $12. A standard 5-gallon plastic bucket from any hardware store. Get two so you always have a clean one ready to swap in. Urine collection container, $8 to $15. A 1-gallon or 2-gallon container with a wide mouth and a secure lid. This collects urine via a hose from the diverter. Empty it every 1 to 3 days. More on what to do with it in the pro tips section. Ventilation fan, $10 to $20. Here's a 2026 update worth knowing. Many builders are moving toward USB-C power fans because they plug directly into the portable power stations. Jackery, EcoFlow, and similar units. They're already standard in most tiny homes. A 12-volt computer fan works just as well and costs the same. Solar-powered attic vent fans are another solid off-grid option. These fans draw almost no power, typically 0.5 to 2 watts, so you're not putting any real load on your system. One more tip on ventilation. Humidity sensing fans are gaining traction with 2026 builders. These automatically ramp up when they detect moisture after use and slow down once the bin is dry, saving power and responding exactly when airflow matters most. They run about $5 to $10 more than a standard fan and are worth considering. PVC vent pipe, $10 to $20. A few feet of 3-inch or 4-inch PVC pipe, an elbow fitting, and a vent cap for the exterior. The pipe runs from the back of your toilet box through the wall. Height above the roofline helps create natural drafts. Aim for at least 12 inches above the roof if your layout allows. Cover material, $5 to $15 ongoing. Sawdust, peat moss, or coconut coir. Sawdust is often free from local sawmills or woodworking shops. Peat moss runs $8 to $12 a bag at garden centers. Coconut coir has seen slight price increases in 2026 due to shipping costs, but still fits this range. And it's the more sustainable choice, being a byproduct of coconut processing rather than harvested from slow-forming bogs. You add 1 small scoop after each use. A single bag typically lasts several weeks for one person. Hardware, hinges, and sealant, $15 to $30. Screws, hinges for a lid access door, and a coat of polyurethane or exterior wood sealer to protect the plywood from moisture. Optional, wood stain to match your tiny house interior. Total build cost, approximately $141 to $257. With comfortable allowances for 2026 pricing, you're still well under $300 and likely under $260 if you use ACX plywood, shop smartly, or have any scrap materials on hand. You don't need to be an experienced woodworker to build this. If you can use a drill and a jigsaw, you can do this on a weekend. Here's how it goes. Step 1. Plan your dimensions. Measure the space in your tiny house bathroom first. A typical DIY composting toilet box runs around 20 inches tall, 18 to 21 inches deep, and 16 to 18 inches wide. The height matters. Your toilet should sit at a comfortable seated height, usually 17 to 19 inches from floor to seat top. Size the box to fit your specific bucket and diverter. Measure twice. Step 2. Cut your plywood. You need 4 side panels and a top panel. The top panel gets 2 cutouts, a larger rear hole sized to your solid bucket, and a front cutout sized and shaped to fit your urine diverter. Most diverters come with a cardboard template. Use it. Cut carefully with a jigsaw. If you're not confident in your cuts, most hardware stores will cut the sheet to size for a couple of dollars. Step 3. Assemble the box. Screw the 4 sides together, then attach the top panel. Add a hinged access door on the front or side. This is how you'll remove the buckets for emptying. Make sure it seals fairly well. Some builders add a simple foam weather strip to the door edges to keep air flowing through the vent rather than through gaps. Step 4. Install the urine diverter and toilet seat. Drop the diverter into the front cutout on the top panel. Most diverters sit flush or slightly below the top surface. Attach your toilet seat over the top. Run a short hose from the diverter's liquid outlet down into your urine collection container inside the box. Step 5. Install the vent. Drill a hole in the back of the box near the top for your PVC vent pipe. Run the pipe through the hole, seal it with caulk or silicone, then route it outside through your wall. Attach your fan at the interior end, pointing outward so it pulls air from the toilet box and pushes it out. Seal the pipe where it exits the wall. Cap the exterior end with a vent cap or screen to keep bugs and rain out. Step 6. Seal and finish. Apply polyurethane or exterior sealant to all interior wood surfaces. This protects the plywood from moisture and makes cleaning much easier. Sand lightly between coats. Let it cure fully before first use, at least 24 to 48 hours. Step 7. Set up and test. Place your solid bucket in position. Add a handful of cover material to the bottom to start. Position the urine container under the hose outlet. Power up your fan. Before committing to real use, do a dry run to check that the diverter routes liquid correctly and that the fan is drawing air effectively. Let's be straight here, because a lot of videos skip this part. A composting toilet requires more active management than a flush toilet. It's not difficult, but it is not passive. Here's what routine maintenance looks like. After every use, add a scoop of cover material over solids. This is the single most important habit. Skip it a few times and you'll start getting odor. Keep the cover material right next to the toilet. Every 1 to 3 days, empty the urine container. Urine left too long will develop ammonia odors. Every 3 to 6 weeks, for one person, empty the solid bucket. The frequency depends on how many people use the system and the size of your bucket. A 5-gallon bucket used by one person typically needs emptying every 3 to 4 weeks. Swap in a clean bucket and move the full one to an outdoor compost bin. Compost curing. The contents of your solid bucket are not finished compost when you empty them. They need to continue composting in a sealed outdoor bin for a minimum of 6 months, ideally 12 months, before being used in the garden. After full curing, the material is safe for use on non-food plants. Check your local regulations before using it on food crops. Annual. Deep clean all components with a diluted vinegar or mild enzymatic cleaner. Check fan function and vent pipe for blockages. The maintenance cost runs about $20 to $40 per year in cover material and cleaning supplies, dramatically less than what septic evaluations alone can cost. This is the part most YouTube videos skip, so I'm going to be straight with you. Composting toilet regulations in the U.S. vary significantly by state, county, and municipality. There is no single national rule. Here's the practical breakdown as of 2026. States that are generally the most permissive for composting toilets in tiny homes include Alaska, Tennessee, Texas, Missouri, Arizona, Montana, Maine, Vermont, Oregon, and Idaho. Many rural counties in these states impose minimal restrictions. States like Massachusetts, Washington, Virginia, and Oregon allow composting toilets, but have specific rules about how compost byproducts must be handled. Oregon permits site-built composting toilets and allows burying cured material under at least 12 inches of soil. Massachusetts requires on-site burial with 6 inches of soil cover. Here's the big one for 2026, NSF Standard 41. You are correct that a DIY unit cannot be NSF certified. In stricter jurisdictions, particularly parts of California and the Northeast, an inspector may reject a DIY toilet if the home is on a permanent foundation. NSF certification applies to manufactured units only. If you're in new construction replacing a septic system with a composting toilet, check your local codes carefully before you build. The practical reality for most tiny house owners. If your home is a THOW, a tiny house on wheels, it typically falls under RV or temporary dwelling rules, which are much more lenient regarding DIY systems. The gray area works in your favor here. The key rule across almost every jurisdiction: keep the toilet and composting area on your property. Don't transport human waste across property lines unless licensed, and don't create a nuisance for neighbors. That covers 90% of situations. I'm not your lawyer, and regulations change. Check with your county health department before you build. Tip 1. Get the diverter right. Everything else is secondary. The diverter is the linchpin. A cheap or poorly designed diverter causes liquid to mix with solids, and that causes smell. Invest the $50 to $65 in a quality unit. It's worth it. Tip 2. Use coconut coir over peat moss if you can. Coir is a byproduct of coconut processing, making it more sustainable than peat moss, which comes from slow-forming bogs. Both work equally well for moisture absorption. Coir is widely available at garden centers and online. Tip 3. Consider a humidity sensing fan. Standard 12-volt or USB-C fans work great, but in 2026, humidity sensing fans are becoming a go-to for builders who want a smarter setup. These automatically speed up when they detect moisture after use and slow back down once the bin is dry. They save power and respond exactly when airflow matters most. A worthwhile $5 to $10 upgrade. Tip 4. Your urine is liquid gold. That's not a joke. It's literally what permaculture circles call it in 2026. Urine from a healthy person is largely sterile and extremely nitrogen-rich. Diluted 1 part urine to 10 parts water, it's one of the best liquid fertilizers you can put on garden beds. If you're growing anything outside your tiny house, you're sitting on a free, renewable fertilizer source. Dispose of it responsibly if you're not using it on plants. Pour in a gravel pit or dry area away from water sources. Tip 5. Build your access door bigger than you think you need. When you're swapping out a full solid bucket, you want space to work. A lot of first-time builders make the access door too small and regret it. Make it at least 12 inches wide. Tip 6. Keep a second set of buckets. Having a clean bucket ready to swap means you never have to rush in emptying. Keep 2 solid buckets and 2 urine containers, so there's always a clean one on hand. Tip 7. Label your compost bins by date. When you start a new outdoor compost bin, write the start date on it with a marker. This lets you track curing time accurately and know when material is ready to use. A minimum of 6 months is the standard guideline. Don't shortcut this. I want to give you a fair picture here because commercial units do have real advantages. A Nature's Head or Airhead unit at $900 to $1,100 in 2026 is a well-engineered, NSF-certified, compact system. It's purpose-built for tight spaces, easier to install, and may be required by code in some jurisdictions. If you're putting your tiny house on a permanent foundation and need to satisfy a building inspector, NSF certification matters. The DIY build wins on cost, period. For $200 to $260, you get a system that functions identically in terms of the core composting principles. The DIY build also wins on repairability. Every component is standard and replaceable. There's no proprietary part you have to order from one manufacturer. Where commercial wins, size, portability for those that move frequently, and code compliance in stricter jurisdictions. If you're on wheels and relocating every few weeks, a compact commercial unit may genuinely suit your lifestyle better. For most tiny house builders on a foundation or in a semi-permanent location, the DIY build is the smarter financial choice. So there it is, a complete, odor-free, low-maintenance composting toilet system for your tiny house, built for under $300 with honest 2026 prices. The key points to take away: urine diversion is everything. Cover material is non-negotiable. Ventilation makes the difference between a great system and a smelly one. And curing time for compost is not optional. Do it right, and you'll have a system that saves water, eliminates sewer costs, and serves you for years. Before you build, check with your county health department or local building authority about composting toilet rules in your area. It takes 5 minutes and could save you a lot of headaches. If this video helped you, leave a comment below and tell me where you're building your tiny house and what your current waste management setup looks like. I read everyone. Give this video a thumbs up if it was useful. It genuinely helps this channel reach more builders who need this kind of practical, honest information. If you want the full tiny house build series, roofing systems, insulation options, water systems, and more, it's all right here on the channel. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and build smart.